People are staying longer in homes. We're looking at declining inventory. If you're out there looking for a home, what does this mean for you? We're going to go over several articles that are not good if you're looking for a home today, but you need to know. But more importantly, I'm going to go over what you should be thinking, or at least in my opinion. Welcome everyone to Real Estate Daily. My name is Troy, and every day we go over the latest news in real estate, housing, and the mortgage markets. Before we jump into anything, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Boom, boom, boom. Now, I'm going to give you the best 5 to 10 minutes in real estate on a daily basis, and I'm going to grow this community. Now, let's jump into the first article. When people are out there and they're saying, Troy, when is the best time to buy? I'm telling them right now, today is the best time to buy, especially if you're okay with looking at homes that have a little bit of issue with them. And you can't go in, if you're looking for that perfect home, it's going to turn into a multiple bid situation. But homes that are dated, that you can do a little bit of hard work yourself or in time kind of update it, those are the homes that are dropping in price and you want to jump on, especially if you have a good real estate agent. So I'm going to go jump into why this is happening. Let's go into this first article. CNBC, it says most Americans want to age in place at home. Here's how to plan your support system. I show this for a reason, because more and more people are realizing that there's nowhere that you can go with rent. Rent only goes up. Please don't tell me anything else. I'm a landlord. Every year, every 12 months, I try to increase rent unless there is some type of rent restriction. Or rent increase restrictions. Other than that, I'm increasing rent. You know, the cost of insurances continue going up. And in fact, insurance is probably one of the number one reasons why we see, you know, the inflation that's happening in the rental market. You know, in the state of California, it's been a complete disaster. We continue to see things explode in the insurances. But if I'm out there, I'm realizing that more people want to stay in place. And so it makes it much more harder for me to find a house because there's so many people looking to purchase homes. Next article. Sticking with the theme, says weekly mortgage demand flattens as interest rates climb higher to 7.14. Well, guess what? The people that are out there looking for homes, they're continually looking for homes. It's the mortgage demand is not decreasing. It's now being steady. People will get used to the rate and they'll say to themselves, I need to have a plan. And what is that plan? That plan is, if I can get a good deal on a home today, as the market continues to fall, with those homes that need work, the homes that are updated are just flying off the shelves with multiple offers and going over asking. It's happening every single day. I see it. But homes that need work are struggling and they're lowering the price. With that being said, if I got a 7% interest rate and I can afford it, then I'm looking at, lowering my interest rates when interest rate comes down. That only makes sense. And hopefully in the future, in the next, let's say 12, even 18 months or less, depends on when the Fed pivots, we're going to see interest rates fall. Now, if you want my prediction, I'll tell you, I think they're going to fall into the 5s, maybe the 4s, but that's still quite a lot of relief for someone that has a 7% interest rate. Could be $150, $200 off on a monthly basis, just simply refining. So have a plan when you go in and buy a home. Next article, and this is what I've been saying now for a while. Last week, we went over Open Door losing $1 billion. How ridiculous. That company's never made money. That company continues to hemorrhage money. Investors are so screwed. Zillow jumped out of the house flipping market back in January. They saw the writing on the wall. They were losing $600 million. Now Redfin, slow to the party, is now shutting down its home flipping business, laying off 13% of staff in a slumping market. It says CEO says Redfin has tied up hundreds of millions of dollars in houses that you yourself wouldn't want to own. Come on, people. Every one of these fools rolled out of bed, thought that they were better, thought that they watched the same flipping shows, 10 years ago that we watched. And some of those people jumped into it. Others were big companies like these bozos, and they just keep losing money for their shareholders. Makes no sense. All they're doing is bad business. I don't think that Redfin should even be, in this business, especially when they have, a poor customer service already. Some of their agents are so terrible. They're not like a traditional agent. They get paid salaries. We don't get paid salaries. We kill what we eat. They can sit on their fat beeps and do nothing. And that's why Redfin is shutting its doors late to the party and hundreds of millions of dollars in losses. And the last article here, it was almost a red day here, which is pretty cool. We're seeing a little bit of stability in the interest rates. It says 30-year conforming. It went down 3 basis points, not very much. We're still at 7.11. We saw jumbo that took huge jump last week, kind of come down a little bit, but a little bump today, but not much. And then 30-year FHA, it's kind of flat. We know that 0.008 is not even really a percent, or a BIP. Or 1%, I should say. So it hasn't really jumped up. So I'm glad to see that they're steady. And when things are steady, people are more accepting about going out for homes. Now we're in a market. We're in a market that's kind of, that's in flux. But more importantly, it is the time of year, every single year, that less homes are sold because of the holidays. I would encourage anyone out there, if they're looking for a home and they see homes out there, the best deals are made in November and December, in the respect that anyone that is a homeowner, owner-occ, selling their home right now through the holidays is on a mission and they want to sell their house. So I would definitely get with the right agent, not any agent. Make sure that you absolutely go out and talk to multiple agents to find which one and interview them and find which one that's going to give you the best deal, best negotiating skills, best skills when it comes to construction, so they can see a house and they already know what's coming and what you should be offering on it, and then knows the market very well. Those are the 3 tips I'm going to give you today when you're looking for a home. All right, guys, thank you very much for joining us. I am going to be back tomorrow. We're going to find out what the CPI number is. Big day. We're going to find out if the Fed looks at this number, but we're going to find out how the economy's doing. Last year, it was 7.8. We're going to, went up 7.8 from the year before. Hopefully it won't go up another 8%, which would be about 16% over the last 2 years that we've seen inflation. So I'm hoping that it goes below 8, but I think all indications show it's going to be right at 8%. You guys have a fantastic day. I will see you tomorrow.